Void is dead. Is this the end of location-based entertainment? Welcome to XRE News, your source for the most important news and headlines for XR for enterprise and entertainment. I'm Catherine D. Henry, your host. This week's news, we cover why Disney is ditching the Void, Oppo announces AR glasses, the latest concerts to break the internet, Quest 2 updates, and privacy. Can VR spy on you? We'll tell you what we learned from a recent Stanford University study. So, this week's headlines from XR: Disney has terminated its partnership with VR arcade company The Void, which appears to be on its last legs. Now, The Void defaulted on a loan and its assets were transferred to its creditor, which plans to sell them, leading some to speculate that this is the end of the company. Now, The Void is one of many VR location-based entertainment sites to close this year, leading some who are unfamiliar with the VR industry to declare the demise of VR. Now first, let's separate VR from location-based entertainment, or LBE. VR is a $19 billion industry, and it's growing at a compound annualized growth rate upwards of 21% per annum, thanks to many virtual use cases, truly virtual VR use cases, to help companies innovate in response to COVID-19. So I suggest that here the fault really lies with management, because The Void rapidly expanded its capital-intensive venues in very expensive retail locations across the country at ticket prices of upwards of $40, even though this is effectively family-based entertainment for children. So, as a business model, it really didn't add up. And whether it's hedge funds or technology, there are always headline-grabbing failures in every industry, but for me, VR Group Entertainment is here to stay. In fact, earlier today, VR headset maker HTC Vive announced a multi-million-dollar investment into Emissive Paris, who created a groundbreaking group experience allowing you to visit the Giza pyramids in VR as a group tour in a museum. I had the opportunity to visit this at the Cité de l'Architecture this time last year in Paris, and I have to say it's nothing short of groundbreaking. You're able to visit the pyramids of Paris, the pyramids of Giza, while looking around and seeing by photogrammetry and VR taken on site. So it's a tremendously powerful experience. Other examples of successful immersive entertainment include Team Lab, which is in Japan and Amsterdam, Area 15, which recently opened in Las Vegas. Turning now to AR consumer wearables, China-based smartphone company Oppo demoed the second version of their AR glasses this week, called very imaginatively Oppo AR Glass 2021. The company's latest augmented reality hardware boasts a new split design. Now, the Oppo glasses are compact and lighter than the previous HoloLens style model, which isn't terribly surprising considering the HoloLens has really got kind of an old model. We talked about this last week, and we talked about Tilt 5 and the fact that the Microsoft HoloLens is designed primarily for enterprise. Here, however, Oppo envisions the glasses to be used for a range of consumer applications, from games to language apps, home furniture apps, and more. We'll keep you updated when we know more about the prototypes. Turning now to XR for entertainment. Industry executives everywhere are updating their decks this week. Roblox concert by Lil Nas was attended by 33 million times over a 2-day event. Now, just by way of comparison, in April, Fortnite hosted a performance by Travis Scott that drew 45.8 million viewers across 5 shows. Scott's shows had 27.7 million unique visitors. In other XR entertainment news, the virtual concert platform The Wave has inked a deal to bring virtual concerts to China through a partnership with Tencent Music Group. So this is exciting because The Wave has already produced events with John Legend and The Weeknd and plans to expand global virtual tours to markets around the world. Now, the added benefit of having virtual tours for artists is delivering alternative revenue streams, like in-stream tipping and gifting and merchandising that haven't really taken hold in the US. So we're very excited for Adam Arrigo at The Wave and their team, and can't wait to see what's next. More in XR entertainment news. TV network HBO has embraced VR with a recent concert by Janelle Monáe, who headlined in a concert called Music of the Cosmos. And that transports viewers into the world of the show Lovecraft Country. I always have difficulty saying that. But this is really an important partnership because HBO agreed with the Quest to create a series of content around the show, bringing fans into this performance, which can be accessed via PC or headset. But of course, Facebook really wants Oculus to succeed, and so for its ecosystem to attract more viewers, they have to have compelling content, and hence the partnership with HBO. And HBO is one of the first networks to truly embrace VR as a medium, not just to be able to see it as a 2D flat screen in VR, which doesn't make sense, but for whatever reason seems to be the basis of content in VR headsets at the moment. So that's a really smart partnership, and I look forward to seeing what else that they deliver. On a personal note, I also want to mention that it's thrilling to see Monet, The Weeknd, Lil Nas, all these Black American artists lead the way in XR, because in this industry, representation is very limited. So speaking of the Oculus Quest, they're having an update already. It leads me to suspect that actually they were planning to launch all these things together, but they just didn't manage. So, but last week they announced a big update to their Quest 2 headsets. And they had made lots of improvements to the headset, including a 90 Hz refresh rate, which basically improves immersion and realism in the headset. And so that's exciting. But what's interesting too is that they announced the new Oculus Move fitness tracking feature. And here is where the interesting part is, that privacy is a major issue. Because just last month, Stanford University published a study saying that VR has an unprecedented ability to track body motions in VR. So, in other words, your physical movement is like a signature. It can reveal not only your identity, but also your mood and potentially underlying medical conditions. So that's a big deal. More specifically, in the study of 511 participants, their research was able to identify with 95% of users accurately using less than 5 minutes of tracking data per person. I want to say that again. They were able to identify with 95% accuracy using data on participants in less than 5 minutes. So it's kind of astonishing, and it's really powerful. So is it surprising that Facebook should decide to update with a fitness feature? Not so much, because whether you sign in with your Facebook account or not, your headset will know who you are and have rich data to sell within just minutes. And it's not limited just to Facebook, that's any VR headset you use. What else will it know about you, apart from your identity and your emotional state? Well, because of inside-out tracking, which is the low-resolution cameras that observe features in your environment so you don't knock into the walls when you're playing VR, it will know your location and the dimensions of your home, whatever room you're using the VR headset in. Now, interesting, we looked at the privacy announcement of Facebook last year, and they commented specifically, and I quote here, "We don't collect and store images or 3D maps of your environment on our servers today." Yes, you heard it right, today. So while they're not doing it today, the fact is that they clearly aren't ruling it out for the future. So no matter which VR headset you're using, your data will be shared with network affiliates and subsidiaries. That's just a fact. So caveat emptor. All right, well, that wraps it up for this week's biggest headlines for XR and entertainment. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Please join me next week. And if you want more information, please visit xre.news. And if you appreciated this video, please like and share. Thanks so much again. Until next time, I'm Catherine D. Henry. Bye for now.